Hey, Smokestack fans, Johnny C here in New Jersey. It's a couple days away from New Year's 2024. Rainy day. Okay, it's only going to be worse. And as you probably all know, I'm working on my house to try to get all the lead paint off. I can't do anything today because of the rain, so we're going to have some fun. I guess we're going to exercise the generators. Okay, haven't done it in a while. I haven't done any Onan work in a while because of all the work I got to do around the house to get all that lead-based paint under control. So I'm setting up right now in my generator room, the bug room, and we're going to be running a couple heaters on one circuit. All right, and I'm going to go through this fast because there's a lot to do. So what do we got here? We got our DJC right here. That's my primary. The 7.5 JB is my secondary. The JB will be running on gasoline, although I could run vapor, but that's not here yet. The DJC obviously is diesel. And what do we have here? We got our switch box. That's going to allow me to switch between my primary and my secondary, okay, to give one a rest or whatever, whenever that's needed. Real quick before I start everything up, because it's going to be loud, this is going to be feeding two apartments, although we're only going to have one apartment under load, okay? The second apartment, I'm going to be running a couple heaters. The reason being is that the neighbors up above, they have computers and all that other stuff. I don't want to do any kind of disruption, whatever. But anyway, the way that this box works, okay, we're going to be reading both legs, okay, for the top floor apartment, which will be my heaters, and the bottom floor apartment, both legs, which will be real time, okay? So we'll get all this set up. Sorry about all the wires, but I had to run wires out to the heaters out there, as you can see. And it's been a while since I did a load test. Everything should be hopefully working well. It's a cold, damp day, so let's hope everything starts. My batteries are good. Again, it's been a while. All right, hang in there. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. We're ready to create a power failure. We're going to kill half the power to the house, leaving the third floor and second floor enabled. The people on the third floor, they got computers running, so we don't want to cause any problems. So where are we? We're in the basement of the house. As you can see, we have our first floor breaker box and our interlock. First of all, I want to introduce my friend Francis. He's from Nigeria. He's a healthcare worker. He was telling me the other day when he saw my generators how bad it is in Nigeria as far as the power. Go ahead, explain to the folks out here how bad the power is in Nigeria.
Oh, it's pretty bad, very, very bad, because almost everyone has a generator in Nigeria, because the power goes out. It can go out for an entire day. So people have these cheap generators from China, but they are also not reliable. You can't count on those generators. They run for a few hours and they break out too.
You hear that from China? Now, it's not just the Americans saying that, the people from Nigeria. So would they want the big commercial generators?
Yeah, most of them do want the big commercial generators, but they don't know where to look. They don't know how to find them.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I showed Francis the other day my generators. He happened to be around, and he was kind of amazed. These generators I show you, the Onans, the green ones, I could sell them over there for a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I think so. A lot of people are going to patronize that. They are going to run to you for those generators.
There we go. We got a business over here. You'll be the exporter.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, Francis is here today. I'm going to show him how we do a test as far as bringing down the power in the house and starting up the generators. So he's going to be assisting me today. Once again, we have the power running right now to the first floor in the basement. What we're going to do is kill the power. All right. So the way I'm going to kill the power, very simple. I'm just going to hit the breaker, and we're going to be in the dark. We're going to run out to the generator room, and we're going to start the generators. Okay, here we go. We're in the dark. Okay, no power. All right, that light right there is an emergency light, so we could see in the dark. So let's run out to the generator room and start up the generator, because we have no power in the first floor, and I'm sure the people on the first floor are pissed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very angry.
Okay, we'll be back in a second. All right, folks, we're in Johnny C's generator room, okay? Once again, the DJC running diesel and our JB running gasoline. Yeah. We're going to give Francis the honors of starting the big guy right here. We're going to do it with a remote key fob. I told him all he has to do is press A and hold the button down until the motor's running, or I signal him. Go ahead. All right. All right, it's running. Okay, and I'm going to do this generator right here. It's loud in there, so obviously you're not going to hear me when I was talking. We got both the primary and the backup generators running for this test. The box on the wall that I was pointing to was showing that it was connected right now to the primary generator, although the backup generator is in line, ready to run. Okay, normally during a power outage I'd be running one or the other, never both at the same time. But this is a test, so we're going to run them both and switch them back and forth. Right now, the bottom floor of the house, the entire house, is without power because we have to go back in and flip the interlock. Hang in there, we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back in the house. We have no power whatsoever in the basement and on the first floor. This light right here is an emergency light. It is a battery-operated emergency light. When the power goes out, it turns on. So I'm going to let Francis hold this right here. Yeah. Okay, and he was snapping pictures to send back to Nigeria to show us what us Americans have. All right, you're all familiar with this. It's our interlock, okay? Basically, when the power goes out on the road, I would flip this breaker to the off position. It's hard to see, but it's already off because we're simulating a power failure. Then I'm going to flip this up, and I'm going to hit this like that. Okay. Right now, we're on generator power. There's no way that I could flip this main breaker back and backfeed the poles and cause all kinds of problems. So right now we're on 100% generator power on the first floor and second floor. I'm going to be running for a while because it's been a long time since I did a test as far as my generators and the backup generator as well. And what else? I'm going to play around with the switch box, you know, throw some load on and have fun today. What else can I do? It's raining outside. Francis, thank you very much for your assistance. Yeah, okay, and if you have any questions, by all means, just let me know. All right. Maybe we're going to go into business and start shipping some Onan generators out to Nigeria.
Yeah, that would be very good.
All right. No more Chinese generators.
No more.
Yeah.
People go through a lot of stress with Chinese generators. They pay big money for Chinese generators, but they turn out to be very bad. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help them at all.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your help. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. We'll be back in a moment. Okay. We're back in the generator room. We got both generators running. Loud of noise. Okay. So hopefully you can hear me. Right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at the top floor and the bottom floor. Like I said, the top floor, we don't have any usage before we're going out because it's not hooked up. That's the top floor. Alright, so as you can see right here, that's why I get the meter. So the bottom floor right now, on one leg we got about 800 watts, the other we got 3,500 watts. Alright, we're going to go turn on the, I guess the heater, simulator second floor, and then we're going to play around with the switches back and forth. Okay. Alright, this is going to simulate our top floor. Turn on this guy right here, we'll go on high. Right, and we're going to plug in this guy right here. Come on. A little portable heater. I think that's about 1,200 watts. Is it heating up any? Hard to say. I feel wind coming in. Well, we'll find out in a second. Let's go back and see how much current we're drawing on the top floor now. Right now, some mission control in the house, we're going to play, alright? I'm going to run this test flight for about an hour or so. Again, lousy day outside. It's misty, going to be raining for the next 3 days. I can't do any work on the house whatsoever. I got to get it done though, but hey, what can you do? So, watch about my time. One of those guys. Again, bottom floor, hooked up to the house, top floor, hooked up to these guys over here, these little heaters. Alright, we'll be back in a second. Alright folks, we're at mission control. My PCs are over here. Okay, so right now what we're looking at is the switch box. Basically it's just telling us that we're running on the primary generator. You can see that this is a little bit brighter than this. Okay, hopefully it catches it on the video. As far as these meters right here, it's just telling us what's using what. Okay, top floor, bottom floor. Again, top floor is hooked up to my heaters. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to switch over to the secondary generator. So what does that mean? After I do the switch, I'm going to do it remotely. This light should be off and this light should be on, and the house and my heaters will be powered by the JB. Okay, let's do it. Okay, these are my key fobs. I got a few of them, one for each generator and one for the switch box. By the way, the switch box is my latest addition. Okay, so let's go to the secondary. All right, we should be on the JB right now. Okay, let's go check it out and see. Hopefully we're not exceeding 7.5 kilowatts, otherwise we're in trouble, but I think we're okay. All right, back at the video. Yeah, here we are. Okay, this light is now on. That's off. Okay, it's hard to see the labels, but basically it says secondary generator. Again, this is going through a video, so I'm sure that the resolution is not the best. All right, so what does this mean? Okay, we're running generators, obviously, to the house, obviously, and in the event of an outage, a long outage, if I need to like put one generator to rest while the other generator works, okay, I don't have to go outside. So 1, 2, 3, switch over. No switching cables, no nothing. I guess it also benefits, for example, let's say at nighttime, there's a lot less draw. I don't want to waste fuel running the DJC all night. I can switch it over to the JB, okay, or my DJB, okay, which I also have as well, which will use half the fuel. Of course, I'm only going to get half the output, but at nighttime we should be good. All right, so we're going to let this test continue probably for an hour or so. We've got to give these generators a good workout. Has been a long time since I've been running a load test, and I'll probably go down to the first floor, turn on some devices, you know, ovens, whatever, give it a real good workout. What else can I do? It's rainy outside. It's not a good day. I can't work on the house. Okay, so I'm gonna play. All right, hang in there. We'll be back. All right, we're back in Johnny C's Onan hub room. Okay, why am I standing out here? Because it's damn loud inside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run back into the back part where the fan is and the electric part of the garage, Onan JC and the JB inside. And I'm just gonna roll around with the camera, show you the meters and stuff like that. Switch back and forth between the primary and secondary. Again, the transfer switch, or whatever you want to call it, the generator switch box, is my latest addition, called homebrew fabricated. I played around with it in the past, but not to any extent as far as the loads or anything like that. So I really want to get that tested. We're going to be focusing on meters to show you what I'm drawing as far as top floor versus bottom floor. Once again, the top floor are these heaters right here. I could easily run it to the house, but I don't want to play around just to keep it on the top floor. I got computers running 24/7, and it'll be a big inconvenience. Obviously, if there's two power failure, hey, you have no choice. Okay, I do. All right, so let's go back into the little hub room and play around. By the way, if any of my generators, the primary, secondary, fail, or if I want to run something else, I can easily run a line out to any of these generators. They're all on cart, strong wheels. I can roll them out here. I can run 24/7, and it'll be hooked up to the switch box. No problems whatsoever. So everything's pretty much good as a little kitty. A little kitty. All right, let's go in and play around. All right. Once again, I'm not going to be touching any of the generators, switch box. Don't need to. Everything is done wirelessly now. I can do it from the house as you saw me switching between the primary and secondary, but it makes it a lot easier with these key fobs. I don't have to go out to the generator room. As you probably know, Leon, he has a remote switch box as well, just for his genset to turn on and off. And he's up there in years, but that guy is strong as a bull. However, now he's getting lazy like me. He don't want to go out this generator room to start it up and shut it down. He does it all with the key fob. That's the way to go. All right, let's go in and take a look. Once again, we're running with the primary generator. Okay. See the voltage and control. We do have the secondary running. Not like I would always have the secondary running because there's no need to. But again, we're doing an exercise. I want to make sure everything works, and I hope you can hear me. All right. Clearly, you can see that the primary generator is running. There's a load right now. We'll switch to the secondary. Boom! Now, this guy is supplying all the electric to the house. No need to switch cables. I love this box. The antenna right there is for the remote. That's for this guy. And that's for specs. Okay, our digital monitor. Alright. This guy's running right here. Let's go back to the primary. Boom! Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're on that right there. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to kill the secondary generator. There's no need for it to keep running. So let's shut her off. Again. She's done. Alright. That goes down to 0. So right now, we're running with just the primary generator, the DJB. We got more exhaust out here. Keep running. Air is nice and clear. Retta won't get on my case. That's with the DJB right there. Obviously, that's not running. You're probably wondering what the hell these things are. When the generators aren't running, I shove these in there. Prevents bees and other insects, birds, whatever, going into the exhaust. They pop right out when you start the generator up. So very simple. Get this back in there. So once you start up the generator, no need to pop them out. They pop out by themselves. Okay. Go back into the generator room and play around. Everything's under control. Alright, we're going to let it run for a little while, and sooner or later we'll bring the house back up on grid power. When we do that, we'll be back. Alright, smokestack fans, I think we did an exercise probably for about almost 2 hours or so, and everything worked out good. Both the primary and secondary generators performed exceptionally well. We were able to switch them back and forth between the two and had no problems whatsoever. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to grid power, and it's very simple to do. We don't have an automatic transfer switch. Once again, we have these interlocks. I got one for the first floor apartment, the other one for the other apartment, but we only have one apartment up on generator power. So what I do, I lift this up here, okay? What I'm going to do, Francis, I'm going to shut... This breaker, by the way, this is a 50 amp breaker, okay, 2 legs for the generator, okay? So all the power from the generator is coming in through this breaker here. I'm going to flip it off. The power's going to go off. As a matter of fact, maybe I should give you this light right here so that you can focus the light up here once the power goes off. And then I'm going to flip the main breaker. It's a 200 amp breaker. Over to the street. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Okay, now I'm gonna drop that down, and you want to pull that over?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so right now we're back up on grid power. The generators are still running. Let's go shut them off, okay? You can plug that back in the wall. Since we have grid power now, that light will go out. I'm going to let you shut the generators off, okay? Well, before we go out there, you had a question for me.
I wanted to ask if you could produce this on a larger scale, on a larger quantity, if you started to export to Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, the countries that have low power.
They really need the generators, right?
They need it.
Not the Chinese generators, right?
No.
The
Chinese generators are not reliable. You can't rely on those generators. People lose their appliances, important things to them, because they do have the Chinese generators. You can start to run it, but most of those generators cannot take you throughout the day because they will eventually go off. They break out, they cut off power, and you go blind.
Right. Yeah, but there are commercial generators there, like Kohler, Onan, Cummins. Do you know?
No, I didn't know about those generators.
Okay, only Chinese generators. Yeah. Okay. Well,
they are everywhere. They are everywhere in our country.
Yeah, and expensive too, right?
Yeah, very expensive. When you think about the price they get those generators, you see it's a total waste of money.
And you're not the first one, okay? I sold a couple things through Craigslist and Marketplace, not generator related, a power washer, whatever. And one time a person came over to pick up the power washer, and he was actually an exporter, not for Africa, but for, I believe it was Haiti. And he focused in on the generators, and same thing. The power is very, very unreliable down there. And he actually wanted to buy my generator, so I don't know. Maybe we'll go into business or something like that.
You should consider that.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go out to the generator room. I'm going to let you shut down the generators using the remote or however way you want. Okay. It's going to be very loud out there. Okay. Actually, I already shut down the secondary generator. That's a smaller one because I really didn't need that, but I used that for the test anyway. So we're going to go shut down the big generator, still running, but, obviously we're now back on the grid power from the street. Okay, so let's take a walk outside, all right? Okay. All right, Francis, we're outside in the generator room, okay? You got the remote?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I need you to do, and it's going to be very loud in there, so that's why I'm explaining it out here. Okay. We could actually even do this in the house, but let's get the generator in the video. Gonna walk in there and just hit that B button. Keep it pressed down to it and completely stops, okay? Let's go. I'll follow you, okay? Go for it. Perfect. Okay. All right. And again, I shut down this one earlier. I had them both running. It's very rare that I would actually have both running. I did it because I was switching back and forth using the switch box. But again, this is the main one right here. I would have this thing running during like the daylight hours when we're using a lot of electricity. I would probably use this at night when there's very little usage. It'll be better fuel economy wise. Anyway, that's about it. Or let's say if I wanted to rest this one for a little while, because when we had Hurricane Sandy, you weren't here during Hurricane Sandy. We had no power for 12 days, so I had one little generator. I had that thing running, okay? It was a commercial generator, but not big like this. But, we got to give them rest. We may have to, do an oil change or something like that during a prolonged outage. So that's about it. I know you took pictures in between all this. You're sending them back home. Okay, maybe we could sell some of these guys right here. Can I sell this guy right here? He's my watch man.
No, they don't like this in Africa. They do like the generator.
No, they don't want the skeleton. Okay, well anyway, maybe we could sell some of these right here. What about Hello Kitty? You think they like this one right here?
I think so, because see, when I first saw this, I liked it. It's pretty. It's very nice.
Okay, we'll sell it to some of the ladies out there.
It's as powerful as it looks.
It's not too powerful compared to the other ones, but let's put it this way: it's it's enough to run a couple of lights and refrigerator and all that. But anyway, so that's about it. Maybe someday in the future, if I'm doing another load test, we'll get you over here and start doing some business, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that too.
Okay, Francis, thank you very much for your assistance.
Thank you too.
Johnny C. from New Jersey, over and out.